Americans by name, give an ear, give an ear. Americans by name, give an ear. Americans by name, of treason I proclaim. As a nation we've been framed into wars, into wars. As a nation we've been shamed by these wars. What is right and what is wrong? By God's laws, by God's laws. What is right and what is wrong? By God's laws. Well, I'll tell you what is wrong. We've cowered far too long. So stand up and be strong by God's laws, by God's laws. Stand up and be strong by God's laws. We have been hypnotized by the news, by the news. We have been hypnotized by the news. We have been hypnotized by Blaine's evil lies. They are traitors in disguise that own the news, own the news. They are traitors in disguise that own the news. To wage these foreign wars, we have died, we have died. To wage these foreign wars, how we have died. To wage these foreign wars, corporations have endorsed. And the media's been forced to tell us lies, tell us lies. And the media has been forced to tell us lies. In 2001, we were fooled, we were fooled. In 2001, we were fooled. In 2001, goodwill, it was undone. And they lied to everyone to incite war. Go to war. They lied to everyone to incite war. 3 towers did fall down to the ground, to the ground. 3 towers did fall down to the ground. 3 towers did fall down, but the truth was turned around. What explosives have been found? They won't tell, they won't tell. What explosives have been found? They won't tell. Operation Northwoods, it was a plan, a devious plan. Operation Northwoods, it was a plan. Go Google it when you can. Read how Kennedy would not stand to kill Americans, to start a war, to incite war, to kill Americans, to incite war. So they shot JFK down, took his life, took his life. They shot JFK down, they took his life. They shot JFK down, cause on their wars he frowned. Because he stood his ground, the CIA did betray. Because he stood his ground, they did betray. 2 million people died in Vietnam, in Vietnam. 2 million people died in Vietnam. 2 million people died, cause our government, they lied. To cause mass homicide in Vietnam, in Vietnam. To cause mass homicide in Vietnam. 2 million people died in Iraq, in Iraq. 2 million people died in Iraq. 2 million people died cause our government, they lied and caused mass homicide in Iraq, in Iraq. They caused mass homicide in Iraq. Operation Northwoods was a plan, a devious plan, to fake jet hijackings, a devious plan. Go Google it when you can, so that you will understand. 9/11 was a scam by the powers in command to betray their fellow man, a devious plan. Americans by name, give an ear, give an ear. Americans by name, give an ear. Americans by name, of treason I proclaim. As a nation we've been framed into wars, into wars. As a nation we've been shamed by these wars. What is right and what is wrong? By God's laws, by God's laws. What is right and what is wrong? By God's laws. Well, I'll tell you what is wrong. We've cowered far too long. So stand up and be strong by God's laws, by God's laws. So stand up and be strong by God's laws.